Okay, there we go. Wow. This is actually really cool. I like it. That was a major update. Huh. Okay, well, hello. I know it's been quite some time since I last was able to do a stream. But I really wanted to get this in today. I need to finish this piece is what's really going on here. I have been just absolutely bogged down with work, and I've been on my couple of days off that I've been able to get from work. I've been really fatigued. Like I spend a lot of time sleeping. Hey, Wrath of Wood, good to see you. Uh, I yeah, I know I haven't been able to stream as much as I would like to, and it really bugs me when I can't, when I have time off and I'm not able to stream. A lot of my days off have been me spending, doing bills, doing, chores and things like that, and I've been sleeping a lot. Like even right now, I'm really tired. I started, for anybody who's wondering what's going on with work, originally when I started at my job, I had started as a cook. Even though that wasn't what I was hired on for, I basically got started at this job and they hired me on to do basically like nursing care, kind of. Like, not specifically nursing, it's like just, looking after residents, checking in on them, assisting them with things like that. That was what I was originally hired on for. But when I started the job, they noticed that I had experience with cooking. I had basically worked 2.5 years cooking at at a different facility, and they basically had two cooks that had left the kitchen right when I started my job. So with that in mind, that they knew I had cooking experience, they basically asked me to do cooking instead of doing the care staff stuff. And I told them that was fine, but I also said that I was actually interested in doing the care staff. And now they're actually slowly shifting me over from cooking into care staff work. But the only issue is that I'm cooking and doing care staff. So I have like half a cooking schedule, which is like regular daytime hours. Hey James, good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping in. So I have like 3 days where I'm cooking, so half a cooking week, which are like regular days, and then I have two shifts, like 2 days where I'm doing care work, but my care work is 12-hour shifts, so I'm working like 6 to 6, and oh man, it is draining. So that's basically what's going on right now. Is I kind of have to juggle with like having like a daytime schedule for cooking 3 days, and then I have to work with a 12-hour night schedule for doing care work on nights for 2 days. And it's really messing with my brain and my ability to be up during the day on my days off, and so I just wanted to kind of explain that, why I haven't been able to. Yeah, pretty much, James. Night shift problems. Very true. Um, but I just wanted to let you guys know like why I haven't been able to do my streaming as often as I'd like to, and also why I haven't even been able to participate in. I mean, I was in this morning. Perp stream and also Cinder's streams. I've been missing so many of Cinder's streams, and I feel really bad about it. But I've also been missing a lot of Perp streams, and I've just kind of been disconnected from the community, and it's mostly because of this new job that I've been doing. So my goal is to this is probably going to be a thing for the rest of this month for sure, where I'm going to try to get in streaming and hanging out with you guys in other streams and things like that when I can, but it's going to be like how it has been these last few weeks. But I am planning, I haven't really talked with my manager, well, not my manager, but basically my boss yet, about having my schedule shift over so that I will only be doing care staff work instead of the kitchen work as well. So basically that'll have me set up so that I'm doing, my goal is to get 3 Um, yeah, Wrath of Wood. Well, like I'm not normally like that, but it's literally this schedule that I've got going on right now that I've had to use a lot of my days, like my days off, for just straight up sleeping. Like I get home at like 6 in the morning, and then I pass out until 2 p.m. and it's like the day's gone, you know. So, but anyways, my goal is to get 3 days of 12-hour shifts for care staff work. Completely drop my cooking schedule. And I'm sad about it because I do like cooking. I like working in the kitchen that I'm working in. I like most of the people that I work with in the kitchen. Um, but the thing is that it's not what I signed up for. I kind of just am filling in, and I really want to do more of this care staff work and really get into it. I want to pick up those skills. I do have, obviously I have the goals of, getting my channel off and going and doing, doing painting and things with the channel and things like that. But I also have other goals outside of that. I kind of have I picked up this care staff job because I want to gain these, the skills of working in a nursing environment, basically. I have all this experience with cooking, which is great because one of the things that's really nice about having jobs involved with cooking and being dependable in cooking is that those are skills that can get you hired anywhere. And I want to also pick up nursing skills and things like that. I'm probably also going to be taking a class and a test to get basically um, licensed for medtech, which means I'm allowed to handle medications and distribute medications and things like that. And having those skills are also universally, like all around the world, are highly sought after, just like cooking is. So my goal is basically to have both cooking skills as well as medtech skills and nursing skills and things like that. And that way I have a diverse resume that where I can move anywhere I want in the world, like anywhere I want. I can go anywhere I want in the world and have these skills that can get me hired anywhere I want. So that's basically what I'm trying to have set up right now. So it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of concentration and time out of my schedule to do my hobbies lately. But I am planning to have that change so that way I can have a comfortable work schedule where I can work on my channel, but also have a schedule that can teach me the skills that I am trying to learn right now so that I can have a comfortable future and a comfortable career, as I go along. Hey, Serta, how's it going, Twinsy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little heads up of why it's been really tough for me to kind of do these streams and hang out with you guys in other streams like I normally do. I just don't want anybody to feel like that I'm, abandoning the channel or taking too long of a break and losing interest or anything like that. I also kind of want to try some other things on the channel soon. I am not sure when I'm going to start them. I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep, so I'm kind of being a little quiet about what I'm trying to do with my channel because I'm not totally sure where I'm going with it yet. But I don't know, I might try something different tonight, but it kind of depends on how I'm feeling after this stream, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, look forward to it. I kind of want to try to do something for this month because, it's October and Halloween and stuff like that. And I'm not much of a person who celebrates Halloween in particular. I've never been too keen on it. But I do want to try something, so we'll see if I can get that done. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to bring up because I feel like there is. I really want to get this piece done. it's obviously been way too long since I last worked on it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. God, I swear there was something else I wanted to bring up, but I can't think of what it was now. Let me just, I'm going to start setting up my whole situation here. And I threw a paintbrush in the water, get it nice and wet. And I'll see if I can kind of think of what I want to say as I'm setting everything up here. I also kind of need to figure out, like, here's the thing. It's been so long since I've worked on this piece that I actually can't even completely remember what I wanted to do with it. I do remember that I wanted to kind of add some more greenery down here at the bottom. I'll probably add like some cracks and things like that down here to kind of make it look more rocky and depressing, because that's how that side's supposed to be over here with the brown. Let's see. I feel like that this area has been kind of bugging me a bit the last few times I've looked at it. Like, you gotta keep in mind, like, I keep this station basically like this, like, even when I'm, not streaming or painting. So, like, I frequently, and, like, this is my bedroom, so I walk by this table constantly. And I look at this thing every once in a while, and I always kind of find things that bug me about it whenever I look at it. So I think I want to work on this area. I want to blend the colors a bit better. The blue has been kind of weirding me out. I don't know exactly what to do with it. I kind of want to try to blend all the light colors a bit better. This area was a little weird to me down here as well. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. I might also have to, like, blend in the colors down here with the grass. I'm just not sure. It's been so long. I know that I want to put stars and maybe a moon up here in the purple dark area. And numbers on the clock. Like, I'm just thinking about ending details. Because what's really nice is that, and I need to fill this area out too. I can't believe I forgot these little spaces over here. I mean, what's really nice is that I've pretty much filled out this card pretty well with the base colors of everything I need. So, which is kind of what I set up last time we were here working on this. But I just, I don't know what other things I want to add to it, because it's been so long since I worked on it. Maybe I should get some colors down. Sorry, I'm kind of, like, really out of it. I'm very tired. This was kind of a thing where I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to stream today. And a little bit before I decided to set this up, I was thinking about passing out for a nap. And I basically was like, no, like, you haven't streamed in weeks. Like, you have to do it. Like, you gotta do it. I just needed to, I knew I needed to. So I decided to suck it up and, not pass out and do a stream. So, and it's okay. Like, I mean, I don't feel bad about it or anything like that. Like, I just, it was just one of those things where, like, I had to kind of, like, talk myself through it and realize that it was something that I wanted to do. I'm pretty sure, like, you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. Okay, so the problem is now I need to figure out where I want to start. You know what? Let's do something basic. I was talking about adding stars and a moon to my card. So let's go ahead and get some white out, and we'll start working on that. And that'll get us something to do while I'm starting to try to jog my memory a bit better with what I was trying to attempt to do with this piece. So yeah, I'm trying to. God, there was something I wanted to talk about, and it's just not coming to my mind. I guess I could just kind of talk about some things that I've been doing with magic recently. I think I remember talking to you guys last time about how I was really obsessed with trying to get my hands on a copy of, what's it called, Batterskull from New Phyrexia. Which is basically, like, New Phyrexia, just, like, in case you guys haven't figured out, New Phyrexia is, like, my favorite set of all time. Like, I mean, I want to say also I really like Legends, but the thing is that even though I love Legends, I wasn't playing Magic at a time when Legends was out. So, I mean, I don't have the experience of, like, cracking open packs of Legends and having fun with that. Like, most of my experience with Legends is buying singles, in high school, as well as buying singles, like, about a year or two ago. So, I love the Legends. Like, I love the storyline, and I love the characters, and I love the cards and things like that. But I never actually played, like, with booster packs of Legends or anything like that. So I can't really say that I have the same attachment to Legends as, say, somebody who is much older than I am who actually played when Legends was out. But, like, ignoring Legends as being one of my favorite sets despite not playing it, I would say New Phyrexia is probably one of my favorite sets of all time. I mean, there are a few Magic sets that I'm really attached to. Alara, like the Alara block, is another one that I'm very attached to because I want to say that I played with more the two sets I played the absolute most in, where it was Alara and Time Spiral. Like the Time Spiral block. And actually, specifically Time Spiral, like the first set of the Time Spiral block, I played so much of that. Me and my friends, we opened up an entire box of starter packs from Time Spiral. And we each basically, like, I think that's like, um, if I remember correctly, it's like 4 boxes to a row, and there's 4 rows, so that's like 4, 8, 12. I think there's like 16 starter packs if you buy like a box of Time Spiral and stuff like that. And basically, what happened was me and my friends, we opened up a box of starter packs from Time Spiral, and uh, we we basically, like, we also opened up a booster box of Time Spiral, like actual booster packs. And hey, Alex, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by, dude. I think I want to draw the moon down here. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like it's like the sun is coming up and the moon is going down. I think that would look kind of cool. So I think I'm gonna do that. So yeah, me and my friends, we opened up a whole entire box of starter kits from Time Spiral, and we also opened up an actual entire booster box of Time Spiral as well. And so there was a lot of, and like, I also remember we got decks from the set too. So like I don't know how I like that. I wanted to make like a crescent shape, but now it's kind of looking like it's like an awkward kind of ring there. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, so we opened up a ton of Time Spiral. We also bought like the pre-made, like, pre-con decks as well from Time Spiral. So there was a lot of that going around for us. We also opened foreign packs. Like, I actually have half a booster box worth of foreign Time Spiral cards, and not just one language. Like, I have like I might have to pull some out sometime and show you guys. I have like Italian cards from Time Spiral, German cards from Time Spiral. I think I also have like Spanish cards from Time Spiral. Like, so much Time Spiral, it's stupid. And I mean, we opened up a little bit of the other sets, like Planar Chaos and Future Sight, but it was mostly Time Spiral that we opened up. 3 pizzas, 5 pounds of wings, garlic fingers. Okay, fingers dipped in garlic. But they messed up the toppings on one of the pizzas, so I'm waiting because they're sending a replacement. You didn't buy from Pizza Hut, do you? I got screwed by Pizza Hut not too long. You know what happened? Pizza Hut screwed me on my birthday. Like, I went out and I ordered myself a birthday pizza, and like, I went all out. Like, I bought like a $30 pizza, like, to celebrate my birthday for me, and they screwed up my order so bad. So bad. I had to like go back. I had to, because they sent it to me. So I like walked back to Pizza Hut, and I like demanded a refund, and they did. And like they asked me if I wanted like another pizza. I was like, no, I don't even want it. Like you kind of ruined my birthday. And because like the pizza that I ordered was like a really fancy pizza with like a fancy crust, and they didn't even give me the fancy crust. The orders, like the toppings, were all completely wrong. And like the pizza itself was cold. Like it was awful, and I was so pissed about it. But ever since that happened, I basically decided to never order Pizza Hut again. I've actually been ordering Domino's in spite of them. And it's funny because Domino's is like located in the town across from where I live. So like I live in a town, and then there's a town like right next to me. They live in the other town. And like Pizza Hut is a block away from me, so I just ordered Domino's from the town over instead of ordering Pizza Hut anymore, because they screwed me so bad. And that's the thing, because I actually really liked Pizza Hut for so long, and it was like they just completely screwed with me, and I was so pissed about it. So I just don't order from them anymore. But Domino's does great. Like, I mean, I've yet to have a problem with them, and I mean, I just kind of started ordering from them like when I started like uh, my previous job used to buy pizzas from Domino's all the time, and they always made really good pizza. So, um, let's see here. No, we have a small chain here with 3 locations, and they are way better than the mainstream pizza places. Well, good, Helex, that's good. There's a couple of like small pizza places. My nose is running. I don't know why. It just kind of started. Um, there's this like really nice like high quality mom and pop pizza restaurant located in the town away from me that makes amazing pizza. Like they're actually like really famous in our area for like really good pizza, and I go there every once in a while for a treat, and it's so good because it's like the pizza is so chock full of like toppings and things like that, and like so much cheese. Like they put a layer of cheese on like 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 a normal pizza, but then like they put the toppings on, and then they put cheese on top of the toppings all like after that. So it's like chock full of cheese, and it's just so good. They're definitely like I would definitely get them over getting like mainstream pizza, but the thing is that they don't deliver. So like I would have to like literally go across to the next town over to like go and get pizza from them. So I just basically like go to them on like rare occasions to enjoy food from them. But they're totally worth it. Like sometimes I'll just go out with some friends or my family or something, and we'll get like a big gigantic pizza and we'll split it. Um, yeah, it is annoying, Wrath of Wood. I mean, like I said, like if they didn't like, because they'd messed up Pizza Hut had messed up like a few times like in the past with like my orders, but like the past orders that they screwed up on, it would be like really tiny things that I wouldn't necessarily always care about. But like they screwed up so badly on like this super expensive like $30 pizza I ordered, and like and it was on my birthday, which was like insult to injury, you know? Like, I mean, they didn't know it was my birthday, but I mean, it made it especially like angering to me, because like, um, my birthdays tend to be kind of boring. I don't I usually like work on my birthdays, like not all the time. Like for example, my last birthday that I had like was not a work day, but a lot of the time I work on my birthdays, and I don't really go out and celebrate crazily. Like, um, I mean, I would if like I've had a couple of times where like friends of mine would contact me, and be like, "Hey, like, are you doing anything for your birthday?" And I'd be like, "No, not really." And they're like, "Well, like, let me take you out. Like, let's go do something fun." And like, if that happens, then like I'll go out and do something fun on my birthday. But if nobody contacts me or anything like that, like I just kind of like don't do anything on my birthday. So like my last birthday that I had, I was like kind of on my own doing nothing, and I was also kind of like I was depressed. Like I was having like a not very good day. Not because it was my birthday. Like there were just a lot of things going on at that time that um, I was just kind of depressed, and it was not a very fun birthday for me. And so like it was a kind of situation where I was like, well, you know what? I'll order like a really nice fancy pizza for myself and treat myself, and maybe that'll make me feel better. And it's like when you buy something to like when you're like really upset or like depressed or something like that, and you buy something to like cheer yourself up, and the thing that you buy to cheer yourself up is super super shitty. Like it doesn't make you feel better, it makes you feel way way worse. So that's why I was super pissed about like how my pizza came out and all that. And that's like I said, like it was to a point of where I was like, I'm never buying Pizza Hut ever again. I'm over it. Like every other time, you guys have kind of had minor screw ups, but this was like a super huge screw up on my birthday, and I was depressed. So fuck you. So yeah. Okay, so I kind of put in like a moon and some stars. My moon's a little awkward. Um, I might like I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll like add some purple to kind of thin the moon out a little bit later. But right now I'm gonna say it's okay. I was thinking about you and all the awesome people I know on the YouTube. When I did a pack opening video, I did speak of you working on custom card painting and how you do it. Well, thank you, James. You know what? I'll go check out your video a little bit later. Um, Let me give me just a second here. I'm gonna open up your channel so that I remember to check. Well, I'm gonna close down this computer after this stream, so I'll remember. I'll just do my best to remember. I'm sorry, James. But I really appreciate that you gave me a shout out. That's very cool of you, dude. Thank you so much. I just realized I'm going to have to make some purple soon, anyways, because I gotta fill out this space over here. Yeah. It's on my personal. Is James? Is it under? Is your channel under your name, or is it a different channel? Um, just let me know, and I'll look into it. Like I'll definitely check it out. Uh, I think I want to add some yellow. So let me get this out of the way for a second, and I'll add some yellow to my palette so that I can. You'll see. I kind of want to like work on the sunrise area a little bit. And in order to do that, I need to add some yellow. So we're going to set that up real quick. Okay, this is your personal channel. Okay. So you have another channel other than this one then? That's, do you do any content on your other channel? Well, I mean, unless you don't, I don't know. But, do you do, like, content on multiple channels? I'm just curious. Oh, that's right, my yellow is almost empty. I forgot about that. You have 5 channels? Oh my god. I have 2 channels, and my second channel was actually made by accident. I did not intend to make a second channel. It was completely and totally by accident. My second channel is under my name, and it is also my Google account. So, like, I didn't know this, but apparently, like, if you have, like, a Google account, it kind of just automatically makes, like, a channel for you to, like, view stuff on YouTube on. Which I had no idea about until... I only found that out very recently. Oh, is my yellow just completely empty? I might actually have to crack my new yellow open. Because I'm thinking that it's totally, completely empty now. But I found out that I have another channel through Google, and the main way that I found that out was I actually bought a brand new TV not too long ago. And it's very nice. I love my new TV. And I basically tried to I basically started logging on to YouTube through my TV, and it just, like, it's really weird. So, like, I found out a whole bunch of really interesting things about YouTube just by trying to figure it out through my TV. So the first thing that I found out is that Google already has a YouTube account built underneath my actual name for my Google account. So, like, my Google account just was like, okay, you want to be on YouTube, here's your channel, this is your name, and like everything you do on YouTube under this name is also in correlation with your Google account. And like that was really weird to me because um so to give you guys some perspective, this channel is almost about 13 years old. This is about it. You guys are watching a 13-year-old channel here. And I built this channel back in either middle school or high school. It was one or the other. I can't remember exactly. I think it was probably high school is when I built it. And the reason why I actually even built this channel at all was I needed a YouTube account. That was it. Like, and the reason why was because I had a friend who, way back in high school, was friends with a guy who had a comedy channel, and he wanted me to like, go on YouTube and watch his stuff. And if I remember correctly, like I'm not 100% sure because it's been like I said, it's been 12 or 13 years. They wouldn't allow you to like view stuff on. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I feel like YouTube has always allowed you to like go onto the channel and watch stuff even without an account. But basically, like I needed to build an account on YouTube in order to do something to interact with the guy on his channel like 12 years ago. So I built this channel, and by the way, this channel has had the name Mr. Habanero for 12 or 13 years. So like this isn't like a new name. I've never had a name change. It's always been the same name for 12 or 13 years. And so, but the thing is that like it was automatically a creator account because that's the only thing that YouTube used to have at that time. So my account was automatically a creator account, and there was nothing I could do about that, which was fine. So, but now, like how it is now is that your account can either be like just a regular old user account, or it can be a YouTube account, like a creator account. And like I think there's like a bunch of like other hoops you have to jump through in order to like make it a creator account. I never had to jump through those hoops before because like because my channel was already established as being a a creator account. I never had to do anything to like specially make it into a creator account. So, but the whole point that I'm bringing this up is that when Google built my account with my name, it automatically set it as a user account and not as a like creator account. And the thing is with it, when I set up like my TV for YouTube, I found out that YouTube on TVs, and I don't know what governs this or what makes it this way, but whenever you log on to YouTube on a TV, specifically YouTube, and I say specifically YouTube because there's also something called YouTube TV, which is totally kind of different, I guess. And YouTube TV is really annoying because you're not allowed to log into it unless you put in your card information, which really sucks and is annoying. So I was like, forget you. I'll just use regular YouTube. I don't want to give you my card information. I'm not going to purchase your thing for $50 a month. Like I have YouTube for free. I don't need YouTube TV. I really don't need that. But yeah, I found out that like I was constantly trying to log on to my Mr. Habanero channel through YouTube on my TV, and it would not let me log in because apparently specifically for yeah, it looks good. Specifically for like YouTube on TVs, they don't let creator accounts like log on to YouTube on TV, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It absolutely like when I tried to log into it, it literally told me, like, it's like, this is a creator account. You are not allowed to, like, log into a creator account on this YouTube, like, on this TV. And I thought that was super weird and annoying because that meant that, like, I wasn't allowed to, like, interact with anybody as my channel name. I would only be allowed to interact with people under my Google account, which has all this personal information, which, I mean, you know, it's I'm not super nervous about, like, I'm not super nervous about people knowing who I am, but it's like, when you have, like, a presence, like, an online presence as my channel name, like, you know, it's kind of you know, like, it's kind of like when somebody logs into, like, there was an example that I thought of, was a while ago, there was a person on, I can't remember who it was, but on Perp's channel, who was, like, talking with everybody, and, like, he was a gray name, right? And, but, like, nobody recognized him, and, like, we could tell based on how he was interacting with everybody that, like, he knew who we were, and he's hung out with us plenty of times, but nobody knew who he was. And then he realized that he was under his, like, account, like, he was in his account under his regular name, and nobody knew who he was. And then he was like, oh god, guys, I'm sorry, it's me, blah, blah, blah. Like, let me log off of this account and get onto, like, my actual account. And then he logged off and then came on to his moderator membership account, and we all knew who he was. Like, it's kind of like that, you know, like, that's why, like, I would prefer to be on my actual channel name, is because, like, people know who my channel name is, and they know, it might have been you, James, I can't, but, I mean, when I see your name, James, like James Pionk, I know exactly who you are. So, I mean, unless you were under, like, a different channel name, I can't remember. I just remember, like, a random channel came in, like, and I thought it was somebody's, like, normal name, and they were, like, interacting with us like they knew who we were, and we didn't recognize them, which was fine, like, we were just being chill with him. And then he was like, oh god, guys, I'm sorry, like, it's me, and then he came on to his actual account where we all recognized him, and it was, like, it was fine, like, it wasn't a big deal, but it was just weird because, like I said, it's a thing where, like, everybody gets to know you through your main account, and it's like, if you start interacting with people through a completely different account, like, it's kind of, like, hard for people to automatically know who you are and be comfortable with you and things like that. So, I kind of like just having, like, my one main account. So, like, I've actually, been on, like, some of the streams, that I watch, but because, like, on my TV, but because I'm not able to use my account that everybody knows, I just don't interact with anybody when I'm on the other account. Channel Pineapple. I think it was me. Yeah, it might have been. It might have been you, James. I just can't remember because it was, like, it was a couple weeks ago or something like that. But I do remember it happening, and I just thought it was a great example to get my point across of, like, why I don't really want to, like, use my Google account to, like, log on to YouTube and stuff like that. And I mean, I just like this channel. Like, I've had it for over a decade, you know? Like, you know, like Wrath of Wood was saying, nice, mine is, you know, over, you know, 10 years old. And it's kind of cool when you have, like, an account that's, like, super old. Like, I mean, it's not like it makes you special or anything like that. It's just kind of neat because, like, I can definitely say, like, I was here on YouTube when YouTube was in its infancy. You know, when YouTube was a teeny tiny little studio located in California. Like, I remember that. I can't remember exactly where it was located in California, but I remember the guy who I was talking about who used to, like, 12 years ago was, like, a comedian on YouTube. He doesn't make content anymore, which was too bad because he was actually really funny. But he was a comedian and made YouTube content, like comedy YouTube content. And I remember him visiting the YouTube studios that were, like, located in California back when they were just a wee little baby studio. And it was really cool. Like, it was really interesting to see. And they were literally, like, no joke, like, this teeny tiny little brick building that, like, you could easily just pass by and miss, you know? It was so weird. But now it's like this huge like company owned by Google, and it's like a a streaming and video content creating like conglomerate practically. But yeah, I mean, I didn't make YouTube content constantly. Like, I remember talking about, I actually have a YouTube video on my channel that is about 12 years old. I think it's about as old as my channel. Um, I deleted, like, okay, I didn't delete them, I put them on private. I actually put most of my, um, I actually put most of my really old videos on YouTube on private because they're kind of like really distracting. They were basically me in high school with a bunch of friends being dumb. And I basically put all of them on private except for one. And the one that I left unprivated, so like it's public and anybody can like view it, is basically it's the oldest video on my channel. It's also the video on my channel with the highest number of views. And like I wanted to leave it on there because first of all it has 500 views on it, which is kind of cool. Which I mean is not very big, obviously, but it's the biggest viewed video on my entire channel. And I mean, the thing is too is that it's also the first video I ever put on this channel. And, oh, thank you, Bo. I'm glad you like it. Glad to have you in here, homie. Were you in here earlier? Did I miss you? Nope. You just now jumped in, huh? Alright, cool beans. Thanks for being here, dude. But I left it on there because besides the fact that it is my most highly viewed video on my channel, it also is like the first video I ever put on there. And I kind of like the fact that it's like it kind of reminds me, like, where it all started. Like, as weird as that might sound. It was just like a video, if any of you guys are curious, it's a video of me with, my old band. I used to be in a band way back in high school. And, it's not a music video. It was basically, like, me and my friends were hanging out, and, basically, my friend dared me to run over to my other friend who was, he was a drummer and I was a bass player. And he dared me to run over to my friend and give him a hardcore wedgie. So, like, while he was, like, setting up something on his drum set, and, like, his pants were super low and you could see his, like, boxers sticking out. And so I, like, basically had my friend turn on the camera and, I basically, I was like, hey, I'm going to go give, like, blah, blah, blah. I think his name was, like, Caesar. I'm going to go give Caesar, like, the ultimate wedgie. And I, like, kind of, like, snuck behind him. And I pulled his underwear up, and no joke, I pulled it up all the way up to his neck. Just, like, all the way up to his neck. And he was like, oh, God, my nuts! And he was like, he was just grabbing himself because he was in so much pain. I mean, it sounds kind of mean, but, it was really funny. And he ended up thinking it was hilarious. And they basically told me to put it on YouTube. And so that was, like, the very first, like, video I ever posted on YouTube. And I like it. I mean, it's funny. It makes it even, like, even if I were to go and view it now, it still kind of makes me laugh. And I know that some people, obviously 500 people think it's hilarious because they came over and watched it themselves. I don't think it has, like, a ton of likes or anything, but, I use my personal account for streams out of respect to content creators, not trying to troll. I am blessed to be a part of the MTG community in person. Well, that's cool, James. Like, we like having you here, buddy. I love, you guys are all people I love interacting with. Like, I've been in a few different kinds of communities over the years, but I can definitely say that I think YouTube, like the community that I hang out with on YouTube has kind of become like my favorite community to hang out with. And I mean, that's not to say that, like, I love, like, YouTube as a whole, because there are some parts of YouTube that really suck. But I really enjoy hanging out with the people that I choose to hang out with on YouTube. It's really wonderful, and everybody's really supportive, and, if I didn't, get to become friends with the people that I spend time with on YouTube, I might have never started doing this, like, painting and streaming and things like that. Like, I probably would have never done it. But I'm really glad that I had like all the support of all the people that I hang out with and on here, encouraging me to get into this, because I do love it. Like, I love painting and I love streaming now. uh, you drop link is a superpower. Are you talking about earlier today when I was on Perp's stream and I dropped the link for the Iron Man video? Yeah, well, like, my thing is, like, I was talking about this with um, Pink Peacock not too long ago, and I was basically telling him how, like, one of the best things to do is, like, whenever you get into a conversation about a video from, like, Perp's channel in his streams, like, if anybody asks about a video that, like, Perp did, or anybody starts conversing about an old video, or Perp himself says, like, oh, I did a video about it, like, just go and look for it and drop the link in the chat, and, like, people love that. Like, they do. Like, it's literally, and, like, Perp loves it because it's you helping him support his content and get more views. So Perp is happy about it. And then the people that you're interacting with are happy about it because that means a lot of the time there are people who come into those chat rooms who have never seen those videos. Like, I mean, they're like, you got to kind of remember that it's, when it comes to Perp's channel, like, people are joining his channel almost every day. Almost every day. Like, I mean, considering how fast his, like, subscriber count keeps going up almost every day, there's always new people coming into those chat rooms, like, constantly. Even if they're not, like, talking or anything like that. Hey, Cinder Shadow, good to see you, dude. Thanks for joining. So, like, when you drop those links, like, to his videos in the chat room, he gets a ton more views from new people who've never seen them, and the people who, like, have never seen them get to see content that they would have otherwise probably never known about or never had the patience to go into the backlog of his videos and find them and watch them themselves. So, like, whenever you get a chance to, like, put a video for, like Perp, like, about, Mike in his own chat rooms, like, always do it. Like, that's what I do all the time. Just don't ever put anything that is not related to his channel as a link in his chats. Like, don't do that. He won't be happy about that. Let's see. Even though I sponsored the video, I would felt weird dropping the link myself. It feels like I was... Nah, dude, not even. Like, I mean, it's totally cool. Like, like, I definitely... I was trying to think if, like, there's ever a video that specifically referenced me that Perp did that I dropped, but I've never done that. But I mean, like, for example, if Perp did a video where he was, like, talking about my channel or something like that, I would, or something that I had him do or paid him to do or whatever, as long as it's his content, like, I would have no problem putting it in the chat for him, for everybody to check out. I've done that a few times, but half the time I'm on my tablet and it's a pain to get the links. I can do it 20 times fast. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I'm always on my PC. Like, people are like, Mr. Habanero, how do you, like, time people out so quick and like, how do you, like, delete messages so fast and, like, drop links so quickly and all this stuff? And it's like, it's because I always do everything on my computer. Like, most people who come in and hang out, I feel like, are on their phones or on their tablets or on their TVs, and those devices are really slow to interact with. But whenever I'm watching a stream, I'm always on my computer. And a lot of the time it's because, like, I want to interact with everybody. Like, for example, I have my TV now, and I have my TV now, and I can join streams, but my TV, like, YouTube on my TV limits tons and tons of things that I can't do on YouTube, like, unless I do it on my PC. So I just join the streams on my PC, and doing that stuff on my PC also allows me to be faster with everything I do. Like, I can delete messages, like, in the snap of a finger. I can time people out in the blink of an eye. I can, link videos, like, faster than you can talk about them. Like, and that's literally just because PCs are just more powerful and they're more quick on the internet and all that, so there's no lag. Yeah, the time you beat me out on my PC. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Like, my PC is old too. Like, this PC, this computer I have had since 2012 or 2013. So it's an old PC, but it's very reliable. Like, I love it. It was a powerful, like, this PC in the year 2012 or 2013 was like top of the line, high power gaming PC. So it doesn't surprise me that it's pretty quick on the draw, even to today's standards. I mean, I do feel like that there are probably computers that are plenty more fast than, what my computer is capable of doing. But I still trust that my PC gets the job done. Like, and it's not like I have, Oh, that's okay, Cinder. That's alright. There's nothing wrong with being a little slow. I mean, it's like, I love this PC, though. Like, it's very reliable. And I'm, like, actually, like, I've debated whether or not I should get rid of it, but I haven't had, like, any kind of real problem with it whatsoever. So it's, like, I don't even know if I really want to, like, replace it anytime soon. I mean, maybe if I end up, like, I have, like, some ideas of, like, I want to, like, play some newer games, I guess, on my PC. I mean, it runs Minecraft beautifully, but, I mean, Minecraft is not this heavy, high-powered game all the time. So it's, like, it's not something that I get super worried about. But, I mean, if it got to a point of where I would start to be a lot more worried about, like, the speed based on certain games I'm playing, then maybe... oh, jeez, stop it! Oh, God! Black paint everywhere. Oh, my God. It was just, like... It was all just coming out all at once. Okay. So I have way too much black paint on my palette now, which makes me really mad because that's a waste of paint, but whatever. Luckily, the paints I'm using are pretty cheap, so it's like I can get more pretty cheaply, but I still would rather try to preserve my paint. But yeah, anyways, if I was playing a new game and like that I really, really wanted to play, and my computer was like acting really slow, then maybe I would replace it. But I'm not too keen on that. Like, I don't really think that that's something that I need to be... What is going on here? Why is this not going down? Is it that dry? Like, I kind of want to, like, do... Like, there's a game that I really want to play very soon. I have it on my computer already. And I really do want to play it, but I'm not sure, like, what the performance is going to be like on my computer. So, I mean, that might help me make a decision on whether or not I need to get something new soon. But, I mean, like I said, like, this computer has been wonderful to me. Like, it's old, but it it does not show its age. Like, it doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? That's better. That's what I wanted. Kind of trying to, like, draw some, like, cracks and stuff all across the landscape here. The black was just kind of giving me a really rough time for a minute there. But, yeah, like I said, if my computer was starting to really show its age, then I would be a little more concerned. But it hasn't, so it's like, why bother, you know? This black is not doing what I want it to do. There was, there's a game I really want to play. And, kind of debating whether or not I want to stream it. You know? I think I want to do, like, a game stream for the first time. I think that might be kind of fun, but I'm not sure about it yet. I don't know if that's what I want to do yet. And I kind of wanted to do it special for... God, this black is just not cooperating with me. It's like attacking my palette. It won't stay on the brush in the way that I need it to be. I'll probably have to add some more brown to drown out the blotches of black that are on there too. But yeah, I kind of want to stream a game, like, just because I can. Like, I want to, I don't want to become a gaming channel or anything like that, but I just kind of want to do something a little different, and I thought maybe, like, playing a game that I really want to play really badly, like, on the channel, might be a good chance for me to do something different and kind of refreshing, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I kind of want to, like, if I am going to do something like that, I kind of want to do it this month. But, I just don't know yet. I really don't. I mean, I'm willing to take opinions. Like, if I, like, played a game on the channel, like, do you guys think you would like that? I mean, I know there are plenty of, wonderful gaming channels out there. Speaking of which, one of them is in the chat room right now, Mr. Cinder Shadow Gaming. He's a fantastic gaming channel. I watch him every night when I have the opportunity to do so. Once again, I'm sorry I haven't been able to be in your streams recently, Cinder. It's mostly because of work. But when I do have the opportunity to be in your streams, I love doing so. But I mean, despite the fact that there are so many gaming channels out there, I kind of just want to kind of stream a game just to kind of change it up a little bit, My video editing PC that has the software is a bit out of date and struggling getting it working right again. Need to buy new video editing programs for newer computer. James Pionk, what kind of video editing software do you use? I'm just curious. Shotcut. Okay, so, like, yeah, because I was about to say, I use, like, I mean, I don't do video editing, even though I should. But I use things like, I do have Shotcut on my computer for when I need it. I also have OBS Studio, which is also, I mean, there are plenty of really, and, like, the thing is, too, is that, like, just because they're free doesn't mean, like, they're bad. Like, they're really good, actually. Like, OBS and Shotcut are, like, open source, like, video editing programs, which means, like, they're constantly being updated by users, and they're really reliable. They have lots of tutorials online for them, because when you have, like, a free program like OBS or Shotcut, there's so many people using them because they are free programs that there are tons and tons and tons and tons of people who are, like, writing about, like, how to do certain kinds of video editing, like, what kind of programs they're making for it, like, how to use those programs, how to do all sorts of stuff, and they're actually more reliable than paid programs, because, a lot of the paid programs are not open source, so people can't add useful things to them to make them more useful to people. And on top of that, like, when you have, like, a paywall for, like, a video editing program, that means that less people in general are using them, so there's not as much documentation other than the documentation that is pre-designed by the people that actually made the program. So in my opinion, video editing software that is free, 9 times out of 10 is a lot more reliable than programs that you have to pay for. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. And like, I mean, obviously, like, a part of it too is I just don't want to pay for it. But I mean, I really do think that it's just more reliable for those reasons as well. Like, there's just more people that are more likely to be using it. I'll leave them up. It's very night shift friendly. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, I was reading Cinder Shadow is very night shift friendly. But the thing is that I work from starting 6 p.m. until 6 in the morning. So, like, I miss tons of stuff. So, like, I miss Cinder Shadow streams at night. I miss Perp streams at night. And I also miss Perp streams in the morning. Because when Perp is streaming in the morning, like, around, like, 11 or noon, I'm sleeping. I'm passed out. So, like, I've been missing all the streams. Like, because I'm either working or I'm sleeping when everybody's streaming. But I mean, like I said, like, I'll see if I can change that. Like, I mean, I still have days where I come home at after my normal, like, work shift for working in a kitchen. But I'm still pretty drained after that. And I mean, I can try to, like, I mean, I frequently will miss perp streams at night on my kitchen days. But I usually am able to catch Cinder Shadow, though. But when I get my schedule changed, I'll have like 4 days off. So I'll be able to hang out in streams a lot more. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to add some, I think I want to make a green color. Because I put the black lines over here to kind of like show the ground broken up. And I want to add some plants now. So I feel like I also need to make a brown eventually or something like that. Not totally sure yet. Drinking coffee, by the way, of course. Got eggnog in my coffee. It's delicious. It's eggnog season. It's eggnog season. It's delicious. I work a lot, so I might not be able to watch. Depends on the time and day. Well, I think I might, if I do some game streams, I might do them at night. Like, I kind of like the idea of having my painting streams in the day, but I might try to do like a gaming stream at night or something. I don't know totally yet. And like one of the things too is that like another reason why I also want to do it at night is because the game that I really want to play on stream is a horror game. So horror games are just better to play at night. There's a game that I've been wanting to play for a pretty long period of time. I know it well. I actually played it in the past. But I want to replay it. And the reason why is because the game that I really want to play is a game that I want my dad to see. Which is kind of weird. I've tried to get him to watch like some Let's Plays of the game. But my dad doesn't like the like comedic... like my dad doesn't like it when a lot of the Let's Players are talking through the game. And it just kind of bothers him. And I mean, I can get that. I can understand. It's kind of like... Because like my dad likes movies a lot. So it's like... when he watches a movie, he wants to like experience the movie. He doesn't want to hear a person talking about the movie. So like he has a hard time with like Let's Players because he wants to know what's going on in the game. He doesn't want to know what the Let's Player is saying about the game. But since my dad like is comfortable with like listening to me talk, I feel like that if I did a Let's Play of like this game that I want him to see, and I kind of like was careful about where I talk during the game, like if I just keep my mouth shut during the dialogue and like would interact here and there with the audience like when it's quiet or whatever, then it might be he might be a little more comfortable with watching me play the game because I really want him to see it. Because it's a great game. The game I want to play is I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever... Like, I was debating whether or not I want to keep it secret, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because it's been out for a long time. The game Soma, it's a science fiction horror thriller game, and I love it. I think it's like one of the greatest video games ever made. So I'm getting so distracted in what I'm talking about that I'm not painting. Like... It's this really great science fiction horror game, and I love it. I adore it. I've only played it once, but to give you guys an idea, I played it once, and then I watched 2 different playthroughs of the game because I thought it was so amazing. Like, because I wanted to like experience the game, obviously, and I loved it so much that I wanted to see how other people experience the game, and It's such a great game, and like the thing is though is that the thing about Soma is that it tells probably one of the greatest science fiction stories I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it's so fantastic. Like it's just absolutely, it's incredibly well thought out. It's very deep. Like the characters are very deep. The plot is really deep. It's really horrifying. It's sad. Like it's such an it's like if in my opinion if the game Soma was somehow able to be adapted into a film and it was done exactly like how the story unfolds in the game, it would be like one of the greatest movies of all time. Like I'm absolutely convinced of it. And I really want my dad to, like, see it and experience it. But the thing is that my dad doesn't like video games, and my dad doesn't like Let's Plays. So I have to, like, kind of figure out a way where I can, like, play the game. Like, and I want to do it for a whole bunch of people. Like, I want to, like, stream the game and have a whole, like, an audience with me. But I also, like, the whole point, though, is that I want my dad to get a chance to, like, experience the game and see what I'm talking about. Because I've talked to him about it so many times. Yeah, I'm gonna put some grass and stuff here. But yeah, I just want him to kind of have a chance to, like, see that game and experience it. And I don't think that he'll ever have the chance to, like, enjoy it the way that I've enjoyed it unless I, stream it for him or something like that. Because then he might actually give it a chance to, like, watch it. This green is not doing what I thought it was going to do. And it's kind of awkwardly out in the light there. Let me see if I can kind of add some yellow to it to, like, let me show you guys what I'm working on. Bring that over here. I got this green right here. I'm going to change it with yellow, which I don't have currently. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to desperately try to get the very last of this tube of yellow to cooperate with me. Where's my paper towel? Oh, it's underneath my towel, of course. Yeah, let me catch up a bit. I use Nero personally a lot, but I am old. My ex, she had a version of Adobe that she paid for. She left on my old computer. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Monday through Friday, but I listen at work, but miss a lot of the bacon streams. Shotcut a Windows app. I think Shotcut is, I think you can use Shotcut for a bunch of different, like, I think you can use it for Windows. I'm pretty sure you can use it for Linux. I don't know if it's able to be done on, like, Mac. I want to say it probably isn't. I think Mac might be one of the only ones that you can't run, Shotcut on. I think that's the only one that it doesn't work with. But I'm not totally sure, so I would look it up. I think you might be able to. I am PC. Well, like, what kind of PC? Do you run Windows, or are you, like, a Linux guy, or, like, what are you doing? Let's see if that green looks a little bit better. Might also add a little bit of white to it. I got plenty of white over here, so I might as well use it. But yeah, it's, like, I mean, Shotcut's alright. I haven't really messed around with it as much. I really should, but I haven't. I don't know. See, here's my deal. I don't know anything about video editing at all. And, like, my problem is that I also, like, on top of, like, not knowing anything about video editing, I don't know where to start. So, like, if I wanted to, like, learn how to do it, I don't know, like, where, like, the best point to start is. I mean, I haven't even really recorded any particular videos or anything like that. There is actually, so I have a painting, like a card. This right here is, there's a brand on the front of it, so I'm not showing it. But this right here in this package that I'm holding is a card that I've been saving for months. And I'm saving it because I didn't want to do it on a stream. I wanted to make a series of videos where I paint that card specifically in certain ways. And, but I wanted to do it as videos. And so, like, I'm kind of, like, saving it so that eventually I will actually break it out and start painting it and recording some videos. And then I would start, practicing video editing by using those, that card and the videos I paint of it. I think that color is too bright. Yeah, it is too bright. I think it needs more yellow. So I'm just going to lay this color down to, like, brighten up the green that's already here, since the green that I've already established down here is already really bright. It's actually an exact copy of the color that I've already made. So I'm going to just kind of add it in and blend it. And then I'm going to try to make another color with the same green, just kind of like a darker shade, or maybe a more yellow shade is kind of what I really want. And then I'll try to adapt it onto here to make like a brighter colored kind of grass, something like that. But yeah, like I want to make a video of me painting this one specific card, and because I bought it special for this purpose, which is why I haven't painted it on a stream. And then I want to like edit it and teach it, like edit the videos and teach myself editing in the process of doing it. But I don't know where to start. And I mean, obviously, like, I probably should just start doing the videos and, like, recording them, and then jumping into editing afterwards. But I've just been so, I guess, nervous about it that I haven't really started on it. So that's kind of how that's been, really. And I mean, I guess I just kind of need to do it, but another part of it, too, is that I just need to make the time for it. So, and I will force myself to, like, make the time for it, because I have kind of learned that I can't keep making excuses for, like, making video content and stuff like that, because the one thing I've learned about, like, well, I mean, it's kind of true for just about anything you do in life. If you keep making excuses for yourself of why you can't do it, you're never going to get it done. So, like, I just have to, like, stop making excuses and just do it. But a part of it, too, is that I also need to make sure that I have the time. So I'll be doing my best to not make excuses, and I'll just have to, like, cut out a time slot for me. I'll try to, you know what, I'll try to get more into it next month when, like, I know my schedule will probably be changing. And that way I can have, like, an actual, like, proper time and setup for doing it. But I mean, once I get to that point, I can't, you know, make excuses for myself. I just gotta jump into it. I think I need yellow. I think that's what I need. So I'm gonna put some more yellow into this green. Gotta kind of scrape it out of the tube here. I do have another tube of yellow. It's just I really want to get everything out of this tube, so I don't like the feeling of wasting paint. I don't. Let's see here. Just kind of get that in there. I might need some white too. I don't know. I don't know what this green needs. I really don't. Because that kind of darkened it. I don't know. It's definitely more of like a limey green color. Wow, the color actually shows up more clear through the camera than it does through my own eye. Like, through my eyes, it looks darker. And, like, through the camera, it looks bright yellow. Oh, hey, Richard, how have you been, dude? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. We all missed you in today's stream, in Perp's stream. We were talking about you a little bit. Hope you're doing good, dude. Thanks for coming in. I'm just desperately trying to, like, finish up this painting. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to finish it. Like, it's about a minute. It's about an hour and 13 minutes in, and I don't feel like I'm really all that much closer to getting it done. But I'm going to try really hard to get a whole bunch of this done so I can just end this painting. Because, I mean, I love it. I really do, but I want to move on. I've been okay. I've been watching some of Cinder's vids. Yeah, Cinder makes good content. Like, I think that that as his audience grows, his videos in general are going to get more popular. It just needs some time. Like, don't worry, Cinder. Like, you're going to get there, dude. Trust me. I mean, I try to, like, I don't comment on every video. I mean, you guys have probably noticed that I only, like, especially, like, even in Perp's videos, I don't comment on every video. I just comment when I have something to say. That's the kind of person I am. I just kind of want to express my opinions when I know that I have, like, a point to make. But if I don't have a point to make, then I'd rather just keep my mouth shut. That's just the kind of person I am. God, that green is not doing it. It's just not doing what I want it to do. Let me bring you guys closer so you can see. Um, I got an idea. I got an interesting idea that I'm going to try real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my tube of yellow out again, and I'm going to actually use the yellow on the green. Like, I'm not going to mix it. I'm just going to put the yellow directly on the green. I'm going to look at what kind of effect that has on it, and then based on how it affects the rest of the paint, I'm going to probably overlap the green on top of it. You are not alone. We are all jumping back into video, and I really want to start the Slivercool mockumentary soon. Yeah, I promised Richard that I was going to do something... Oh, by the way, yeah, because Richard's here. Richard, I am so sorry I have not had the chance to start any sketches. But I promise you that as soon as I get the chance to do it, I will start doing some sketches for you. I promised Richard that I was going to do a special painting just for him to do Slivercool. It's probably one of the best ongoing jokes ever in our community, Slivercool. I love it. I will admit, Richard, when you first started doing, like when you were a brand new member and you first started doing it, I hated it. I absolutely thought that the Slivercool thing was the stupidest damn thing, and I could not stand it. But like the more and more it went on, the more I fell in love with it. Like, the more that it kept going and going and going, I was just like, oh my god, this shit's hilarious. So now I love Slivercool. But doesn't everybody? Oh, man. I kind of wish that it would, like, grow uncontrollably in, like, not just in our community, but I just want it to go everywhere. I want everybody to know about it now. And just be like this I want it to be like a magic meme. Like the old, like if you guys remember like any of the old classic magic memes, I want it to be kind of like that, where like everybody in the magic community like knew those memes. Like one of my favorite magic memes of all time is what's it called? Scornful Egotist. Do you guys remember the Scornful Egotist meme? It would be like, people don't seem to understand that Scornful Egotist is actually a pretty good all hail Scornful Egotist. Like, people would, like, start talking about the card, and then all of a sudden they would, like, stop talking about the card and scream in all capital letters, all hail Scornful Egotist. And I love that meme so much. It was one of my favorites. All hail the egotist. And there was also, like, classic, like, one of the oldest, like, magic memes of all time was, like, and everybody knows it pretty much, is the best card, and everybody knows that the best card in Magic is Stormcrow. Everybody knows it. Like, it's always been that way. If you're not playing with, like, 10 copies of Stormcrow, you're doing it wrong. Every deck, if you want to be the best Magic player in all of Magic the Gathering, you should probably be running 60 Stormcrows and 1 island. Like, that's how you win. Like, that's what you do. You run all of the Stormcrows. Like, I mean, I would happily trade my Black Lotus for a Stormcrow. Yeah, Stormcrow is best crow. Everybody knows that Stormcrow is the best. We all know it. Everybody knows it. It's the best card in the game. Like, you don't mess around. Like, it's the best card. And if you don't think it's the best card, then you're wrong and you need to stop playing the game. Like, everybody knows this. It's a fact. Like, I know you guys think it's a joke. I'm serious here. Okay? Stormcrow is the best card in the game. And if you're not playing with, like, all the Stormcrows, then you're doing it wrong. And you need to get better at not only the game, but probably at life, too. Fun fact. Dead serious. Play with Stormcrow. No, Richard, no. Stormcrow would kill Slivercool. I'm sorry. I love Slivercool. I love Slivercool. It's all good. Like, it's all good in the hood. But no, nothing beats Stormcrow, dude. Nothing. Nothing beats Stormcrow. I'm sorry. You're wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be... Richard? It's okay to be wrong. But Stormcrow is the best, okay? Just take my word on it, okay? It's the best card. Don't lie to yourself, okay? It's the best card. I'm serious. Okay? Serious moment. Best card. Stormcrow. You heard it here. Okay? I can't do that for too long. Oh, I love you guys. But yeah, I love old school Magic memes back when it used to be the funniest. Or like even like some of the like the old unsets uh, like the old school like unglued and unhinged cards were so funny. They were so funny. Like one of the best ones was that I always loved was the giant brain in the jar. That was like such a good like joke for Magic. I can't remember what it was called. It was called like Gleemax. Gleemax, the giant alien brain in a jar that forces WotC to make mistakes. Like that was the whole joke. Is that like whenever something bad would happen in R&D, like if a broken card got out and like they had no control over it, it was Gleemax's fault. Gleemax made them do it. Like I loved that. I thought that was so funny. Like Skull Clamp, Gleemax did it. Masticore, Gleemax did it. Like, it was all Gleemax's fault. He forced them to do it. They had no control. Uh, let's see. Magic meme of the coffee table front room table looks just like my living room table on any day. I don't remember that one. Is it like a card or something? I don't remember that one. There should just be like the problem is though is that like with how like the Magic community is these days, it's like they can't like Magic can't meme anymore, you know? Like you can't have like really funny like Magic jokes anymore. 'Cause I don't know, I kind of remember that, like, Sarah Angel was considered, like, the ultimate hottie. Like, you can't make jokes like that anymore, you know? Or, I mean, you know, like, Rudy actually talks about that sometimes, because he loves Sarah Angel, like, the old school, like, Alpha and Beta Sarah Angel. He loves those cards. He loves Sarah Angel, because Sarah Angel is a smoking hottie, that's why. But yeah, I kind of miss stuff like that. Like I said, like I mentioned before, Scornful Egotist was one of my favorites because I used to make that joke all the time. I'm trying to think of some other really good ones. Or, another one that I just remembered was, and it wasn't necessarily a meme, it was like just like one of those cards that was so bad that like everybody joked about how good it was because of how terrible it was, which was, do you guys remember Chimney Imp from Mirrodin? Like, which is considered to be, like, Chimney Imp is considered to be, like, the second worst card ever printed in Magic the Gathering. And it's so awful. It's so unbelievable. Like, the worst card ever printed is Wood Elemental, obviously. But, Chimney Imp was so terrible. I actually have some Chimney Imps somewhere. Like, I have, like, 4 of them, I think. But it's such a terrible card. Oh, Tibalt. Poor Tibalt. I always felt bad for him. I don't know why they, like, made Tibalt so bad. Like, I mean, I know they did it because they were nervous about his power level based on his mana cost. But god damn, they made him so bad. Like, here's how bad Tibalt is. Like, no joke. This is based on, based on, like, my own, like, card collection. This is how bad Tibalt is. In my Power Cube, I made a rule to put basically every Planeswalker I own inside my cube. So all of my Planeswalkers that I own are in my cube, I think except maybe 2 of them. But yeah, there's actually one other that's not in my... There's 2 only that are not in my cube. And the number 1 that is not in my cube is my copy of Tibalt. And... because that's how terrible he is. Like, he's so bad that it's, like, it's not even worth putting in my cube. Like, and I remember having him in my cube, like, at the very beginning when I first built it. And, like, both me and my friends who played with the cube, nobody would ever play with him. Like somebody would be running red, nobody would run Tybalt. Ever. Like, nobody would ever run him. Because he was just so bad. He's so bad. And it's sad that he's like that. Like, I mean, I think they reprinted him in War of the Spark, but I don't know if he was good or not. Like, I can't remember. I don't think... Like, because nobody talks about the newer Tybalt, so he can't be that great, right? Like, I think that's how that is. He just needs, like... What he needs, what Tybalt needs, is, since they made a Tybalt that is unplayable, that means that to balance that out, they need to make a Tybalt that's broken. We need to, you know what? To balance it out, we need a Tybalt the Mind Sculptor. That's what we need. A Tybalt the Mind Sculptor. Just, like, break the format in half with Tybalt. Make him, like, 2 red mana again, and just make him obscenely, obnoxiously powerful. Just, like, to a point of where it, like, makes you sick. Like, physically ill. That's the kind of Tybalt we need. Facebook meme pic of a... Oh, I'm behind. Hold on. Homelands, which version? Yeah, that's silly Homelands. Living in America's people are entitled to their wrong opinions. Shut up, Richard. You don't even know. Stormcrow's the best. It's okay. It's okay if you're wrong, Richard. Don't feel bad. It's fine. It's totally okay. You can be wrong, and nobody's going to hold it against you. You're allowed to be wrong, Richard. It's fine. Just shh. Just accept it. It's okay. It's okay, dude. It's okay. Facebook meme pic of a coffee table and a dad texting his kid, telling him to put his birth control away. Dad sends pic of coffee table full of MTG cards. Oh, I get it. He's saying that... Okay. He's saying that sorting magic cards is better than having sex, therefore it's birth control. Is that the joke? Because that's actually pretty funny. Like... I would think that would be pretty hilarious. It's also a good way to scare women away. It's true. Just tell them you're sorting magic cards, and they're like, okay, I'm officially not turned on by you anymore. Good talk. I still got all these. What was my first Planeswalker? I had those dual decks. Oh, are you talking like Tybalt and the Sorin Planeswalker? I have both of them. I have both the Tybalt and the Sorin. Guess what? Sorin made it into the cube, and he does just fine. Poor little Tybalt. All by his little lonesome. Held in a binder, collecting dust. Don't feel bad, James. I feel the same way. I don't really like Planeswalkers. I mean, I play with them in the cube, but I'm not a very big fan of them. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like my big issue with Planeswalkers is the fact that because Planeswalkers exist, that means that we are not Planeswalkers, and that really bugs me a lot. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not a big fan of Planeswalkers, but the thing is that, like, I'll still play with them, I guess. I just don't care. I like to, like, what I do is I like to tell myself that Planeswalkers are meat shields, and that makes me feel better about playing them. But yesterday, I had my friend come over. Like, I slept all day, and my friend came over late at night. And we played some Cube, and, like, that was the first time that I had played Magic in, like, 3 months when my friend came over to play Cube. And I drafted in my Cube a whole bunch of blue, white, and black flyers. And so, like, I drafted a bunch of flyers, like a ton of Powerhouse flyers. And when I say Powerhouse flyers, I'm talking about, like, what was one of the crazy beastie ones that I got? I'm trying to remember. I drafted a Molten Steel Dragon, which was so cool. I love that card so much. I just drafted a ton of crazy powerful flying creatures. But here's the best part. Drafted a ton of flyers, and I also drafted a blue levitation, which makes all creatures I control fly, and I drafted a moat. So All my creatures had flying. I had an enchantment that made sure all my creatures had flying, and I drafted a moat that made sure that no creatures without flying could attack. And my friend was so pissed. He was so pissed. And it was so great because I actually had a game where, like, he had dominated the ground. Like, he had so many scary creatures on the ground that he was going to whomp me in the face with. And I had, like, 3 powerhouse flyers. But the board state was just cluttered with, like, all these ground creatures that he had. And then I laid down a moat, and I'm like, what's up? You can't attack me. Swing with all my flyers. And he was like, you suck. You suck so bad. It was so fun. But yeah, oh, and the reason why I brought that up, why I even brought up the point of having flyers, to add on to that, because I was talking about Planeswalkers originally, I also drafted Sarah the Planeswalker in my cube draft. So, like, I had all these flyers, I had a levitation, I had a moat, and I had Sarah, who was, like, boosting up all my flyers and creating little Sarah angels, and it was so funny. He was so upset. And I was like, I can't control what I drafted. This is just how it went down, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but this is how I roll. But I will admit, he actually really did have a lot of really scary ground stuff. Like, I won the first game where I dominated him with Moat, but then he kicked my ass in, like, 2 other games after that, so it was fine. I had a great time, so it's all good. I'm going to make an artifact card that's called Slivercool's Dick Tentacles. Great! That sounds wonderful, Richard. Thanks. I'm sure we'll all love that. Oh, man. Crypt Creature gets fucked by a Stormcrow. Yeah, I like that one. I could get on board with that. Oh, so guess what I got in the mail the other day? So I think I remember telling you guys that I was obsessed with trying to get my hands on a Batterskull, and I managed to go online, and I was really upset because I was only finding Batterskulls for between $30 and $40, and it was really bugging me that I couldn't find it any cheaper than like 30 or 40 bucks. And as you guys know, I don't buy cards that are more than $20. I don't. But I was basically searching around on TCG Player the other day. Well, about a week or 2 ago. And I managed to find a copy of Batterskull for $18. I found an $18 foil Batterskull. Foil. On TCG Player the other day. And the one thing, though, is that it had play damage. So that's what made it so cheap. Is it had... I've actually, like, seen it a couple times. It has, like, a scratch mark across the front. And it's, like, you can just barely see it. Like, you can kind of see it glint on the foil when you're, like, flashing it in the light. So it does have, like, a scratch across the front of the card. But it's an $18 foil Batterskull. Like, I don't care. Like, and I bought it so that I could play with it, you know? But, like I said, like, the scratch is apparently what made it so cheap. And, by the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm not working on the painting, I'm actually mixing a color. I'm doing it off camera. If you guys want to see, I should probably show you guys so it doesn't look like I'm not doing anything. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm making an orange color. This is the orange I'm making right here. And I'm just kind of trying to get it to the right coloration, that's all. But yeah, I found a $18 foil Batterskull with the only problem being that it has like a big old scratch across the face. So it's got some like, it's heavy play. It's heavy play. So like that's what made it so cheap. But it's a foil Batterskull for 18 bucks. Like it blew my mind. I was like, bought, no questions asked. I don't care if it had like, and they even told me like when I bought it, they're like, just to let you know, heavy play damage, scratch across the face. And I was like, I don't care. It's going in the cube. Give it to me now. So I was really happy to get my hands on a super cheap Batterskull. and I got it yesterday. It came in the mail yesterday. But I was really sad because like my friend came over to play Cube, and I didn't get it until later in the day after he had left. Well, like at night. So basically, like he came over right before the mail was delivered, and after he left at late at night, I went out to go get the mail, and the card was in the mail. So I was like, damn it! I wish I checked the mail earlier so I could have like put it in the queue, and I might have been able to draft it. um, but yeah, I was so happy about that because I've been wanting a Batterskull for so long. I was like obsessive about it, you guys. Like, I don't know what it was, but I was obsessed with the idea of getting my hands on a Batterskull. I wanted it so bad. I couldn't, like, this may sound weird. Like, it might sound weird, but for anybody who, I don't know, I want to assume that there are people who, like, have the same kind of mentality that I do. I sometimes get super obsessed with certain kinds of cards to the point of where, like, I can't think about anything except for that card. And, like, I can't stop thinking about it until I get my hands on it. And, like, for the first time in, like, a really long time, Batterskull did that to me. I was like, I need to get my hands on a Batterskull. Like, I need this card. Like, I gotta do it, or otherwise I'm never gonna get it out of my head. And so I finally got my hands on a copy of it, and I feel so much better. It's really weird, because it feels literally like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. So, I don't know if that's a bad thing, if that's, like, unhealthy to be suddenly obsessed with trying to get a specific card in my collection. But I do get that way sometimes. Like, I do have that feeling for certain cards every once in a while. But that was, like, the first time in a very long time that I was super obsessed. Because there are other cards that I really want to get for my cube, but I've not had a situation in a very long time where I felt like I absolutely had to, like, get my hands on a particular card. Like, you know, like how I did with Batterskull and all that. So it was very weird to me. But the point is that, like, I actually have it now, and it's totally out of my brain and off of my mind, and I still managed to get it for a cheap price without, you know, without having to lay down, like, $30 or $40 for it. So that was really nice. Let's see. What's my problem with the ladies? Time to quit Magic. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean... I kind of look at it this way. If I'm interested in a woman and she becomes unattracted to me because I like Magic, then she's not worth it. That's kind of how I see it. Like, it's, you know, if she's shallow enough to, like, dump me over my hobby, then she's not worth it. Because, like, I mean, like, you know, I could just as easily judge women for their hobbies. You know, like, oh, you're obsessed with makeup. Oh, you're obsessed with clothing. Oh, you're obsessed with this. And it's like, those are all hobbies, like, you know? Like, it's just like, if you're gonna dump me for my hobbies, then get out of my life. I don't want you here. My commander is some sort of legendary creature, and I don't even use it other than to sit in the command zone. Dude, Pionk, I totally know what you're talking about, dude. My Palladia Moors deck, like, back in the days of Elder Dragon Highlander, back in the days of Elder Dragon Highlander, I used to have Palladia Moors, because I liked the card. And I would run a red, green, and white deck that would, like, wreck face, and 9 times out of 10, Palladia Moors would never even jump out of the command zone. Like, and there's some people that play like that. Like, I played like that, and I've seen other people play like that. So it's all good, dude. What did I miss? I was playing on the floor with the kids. Oh, I didn't miss much. I've been mixing colors and getting distracted with what I'm talking about, and not painting when I should be painting. So let me actually try and do some more painting so it looks like I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing on here. I'm going to kind of add some darker blades of grass. There we go. Leave it to Cinder to remind me what I'm supposed to be doing here. Thank you, Cinder! Nice score, it's battle damage. Yeah, it's all good. I think it's cool. I have plenty of cards in my cube that have, like, scratches on them. I have a copy of Mirror Battlesphere in my cube, and it's got a fat fold mark in it. Like, but you can't see it, and who cares, because it's in a cover, you know? Glad I thought I was being distracted. No, you're good, dude. Don't even worry about it. Back, they brought the fixed pizza and told me to keep the one they messed up. Oh, that's really cool of them, Hellex. It's really nice when they like want to like show how good they are of like quality by giving you a correct pizza and also letting you keep the crappy one, and that way if you get the munchies later, maybe you don't mind eating a crappy pizza. Damn right, Mr. H, you're real cash. Thank you, Richard. I know I'm sexy and I know it. I appreciate you guys. You guys rock. I just, like, my overall mentality is that, like, I'm a very independent person. I like living my life the way that I want to live it. And I don't really want anybody to tell me, like, how I'm supposed to be living my life, And it was really funny because when I was younger, I actually, like, had no real direction with my life. And I felt like I, needed to be dependent on other people. And I actually had to, like, grow out of that mentality. Like, I had to... The major thing was, what allowed me to kind of learn to be more independent and be the way that I am now, is I had to live alone for a long time. I had to be completely on my own, like, living by myself, paying all my bills, working my own schedule, like, having control over my work environment, having control over my hobbies, working on independent projects, like, moving forward with my life by myself is what broke me of that, feeling of dependency and needing other people around me constantly. But now, like, I love the way that my life is. I love doing things on my own. I love being by myself. And it's so much so that I've lived this way for a long enough time that, like, I like having complete control over my life. I really do. And, like, I know that someday, whenever it'll happen, I don't, care when it happens. I don't know when it will happen. But someday I will be in a relationship with somebody who will care for me and want to be with me, but also will understand that I like to be me and do my own things and live life my own way. And the thing is, too, though, is that person, I will also have the same treatment towards that. Like, I want whoever I'm together with to be their own person. I want to be with somebody who is strong and independent and is okay with being alone and doing their own thing and living their life and striving towards their goals, because those are attractive features to me. I think that that's what makes, people really attractive. I think that independence and strong will and wanting to achieve goals and do their own thing is really attractive. So I'm kind of the person that wants to... I like people who, want to spend time with me and all that, and be with me and all that, but I want them to also be comfortable with doing their own thing. Like, I find that attractive. So, and like I said, like, I can keep going on with my life as it is right now, and I'm totally fine and happy. Like, constantly. Like, I feel great. I'm constantly striving towards my goals. I'm, like, building a career for myself. Like, I'm turning my hobby into something that can benefit me financially in the future. But at the same time, I'm also building a career for myself, like, in doing cooking and medical work. And I have a dream to live where I want. I have all these things going on in my life, and I've done it all on my own. And I love that feeling. I love being that way, So, I just kind of, like, work my butt off and let the chips fall where they may, and so far everything is spectacular. Very old school as well. There you go. Pizza would go in the trash otherwise. That's very true. You gotta, wait until you get those late night munchies, like I said, and then you'll be glad you had that crappy pizza set off to the side. This is the Bob Ross of MTG. Of course you are a cash. Oh, thank you, Cinder. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Such flatterers over here. But I like it. And you know what? Like, it's really cool because, like at my current job, I also work with a lot of people who are very supportive, and they actually feel the same way about how I do things. Like, they're very supportive, and they let me kind of do my own thing, and, like, I kind of just tell them, like, they'll be like, blah, blah, blah is happening, and I'll be like, don't worry, I'm going to go to it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it on my own, I got it under control, and then I prove it to them, and then they're happy, and it allows them to trust me more, and I kind of love that feeling. I kind of like it when I can, you know, take the stress off of other people by keeping things under control in the way that they need to be. So, it's a good feeling, you know? I kind of added some paint here because I wasn't totally pleased with the overall, how it was looking with all the yellow. I knew that I needed more yellow. So I'm kind of just adding that in to kind of blend it just a little bit better. I kind of like the yellow splotches all over the place over here. I'm also going to add some yellow towards the sun area to kind of like express it better so that it looks like that there are like clouds that are refracting light near the sun. So it doesn't look so... like, because obviously it just looks like a weird yellow ball right here. So I want to kind of add in some more yellow to kind of like make it look a little bit more like cloud-like. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me kind of add some right here, and that'll kind of help. Just like that. And like, what's really nice too when you're doing stuff like this, you just have to kind of streak it across, and it blends really nicely. Like, look at that. That looks... I love having the camera as a second pair of eyes. That looks really good right there. Just like that. I understand and completely agree. I assume when you're talking about it, when I was talking about independent. And hoping when I find the next lady, I hope she... You hope she's tall as well. Well, I hope you get a big, tall Amazon lady, my good friend Pionk. Snoo, snoo! Gotta love those tall Amazon women. Climb them like a pole. Just happy little accidents. Yep, every day, dude. Can't believe how much Slivercool has blown up even getting her own documentary. Well, it's a good joke, man. Like I said, like when you first started it, I thought it was really annoying, but it's like the more you worked on it, it like developed into this huge thing, and it's like actually hilarious and entertaining, and now I love it. Like, I don't hate it at all anymore. Like, I think it's amazing. That's why, like, I'm so excited to work on a painting of it for you, because I think it'll be hilarious. Oh, man, too good. I love it. I love you guys. You guys are awesome and fun to hang out with. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of spread it out a bit more. Just like that. I'm just kind of trying to blend these colors a lot more. Because blending really helps with this kind of stuff. It really does. Oh, God, it's looking so nice now. I like it. Oh, the numbers. That's what I need. I need numbers. And I need purple, too. I need purple, I need brown, and I need black for the numbers. And then I think I'll probably be pretty close to being done with it. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Snoo snoo is how I want to go. Death by snoo snoo. I feel it. We all like the big, beautiful Amazon women. Dude, there was this, at my previous job, there was this beautiful woman. And she was like 6'3", and she was just, oh, she was so beautiful. It was ridiculous. And I remember thinking multiple times, I was like, oh man, I want to climb her like a fire pole, man. Like, I don't know. It's just, you know, like, I'm not attracted to like specific physical features or anything like that. Like Well, I mean, I guess that's not totally true, but I mean, it's like height is not something I really care about, and like breast size is not something I really care about. You know, it's not like, and it's not even like an absolutely beautiful face is something I care about. Like, that's not necessarily it, but like sometimes, man, like you see like certain features of like women that are just outstanding, and you're like, oh my god, like holy crap. Oh man, I'm starting to wonder if I should even be talking about this stuff on stream. Oh Jesus. Purple, 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 purple. I got about 10 minutes left, and don't have any. Well, you know what? Maybe we can get this done in like 10 minutes. I might go a little bit over just so I can see this piece finished. Okay, so I want some red. And let's put it like right here. Actually, I'll put it right here since I'm making a purple. So I got a little bit of red here. I might as well just go ahead and take this off and throw it on there. There we go. So I got some red, and let's see here. Damn, I'm 6'4". Yeah, she was a big tall lady. Big tall lady. I've known some pretty tall people in my time. I'm like, no joke. I am 1 inch under 6 feet. I am 5'11". And I'm actually also like, I'm taller than my dad for sure. But like I'm actually kind of glad that I'm not like 6 feet or any taller than that, because like I feel like that would be really rough. Like, I mean, I get the whole thing of like, oh, all of the women like men that are 6 feet, but like, here's the thing. I've known multiple dudes throughout my life who were 6 feet, and they would tell me about all of these problems that they have with being 6 feet. Like, one of the major things is, a couple of really tall 6-foot guys that I used to know would suffer from, like, vertigo. Where, like, they would, like, get dizzy and, like, feel like they're spinning and things like that when, like, they would, like, get up too fast and stuff. I also actually, like, it doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while, I can get, like, I'm 5'11". I can get up too fast, and I get really dizzy, and sometimes I even, like my vision will tunnel, you know? And so I couldn't, like, imagine being any taller than I am right now, and I think that it would be really rough to be that way sometimes. Oh, hey, Anto, what's up, dude? Good to see you. I think this might be one of the few times I've ever seen you in one of my streams. I can't recall if you've ever been here before, but glad to have you here, dude. Good to see you. Wow. Got some peeps hanging out in here tonight. Very cool. I'm just trying to make this purple. The only problem, though, that I'm noticing is that it looks like it's a lavender. Yeah, it's more of a lavender color than a purple. So I'm going to... I think I need to add some more blue. Some facts will be changed to protect people's... Oh, come on, guys. I just read the naughty joke that Richard brought up that I can't repeat out loud. There goes the neighborhood. My first wife was 5'11" and would wear heels a lot. I was happy. The happy Asian guy from the movie 16 Candles. That's so funny. Anto, you ruined it. That's what my mommy says. Oh god, you guys are too much. Yeah, it's your first time hanging out with us. Welcome, dude. I'm just, I know you probably came in while I was working on my palette here. So in just a second, I will bring up the actual piece that I'm working on, and you can take a look at it. I'm just trying to get this this purple to cooperate with me, and I don't know if it's going to. I might have to add like a whole blotch of blue here. And the problem is that, you know what? Let me try and work with it, and we'll see what happens. The problem is that I'm worried that I'll use too much paint if I keep adding more paint to this one spot. Okay, so this is the piece I'm working on. Let me bring it down a little closer. There it is. So basically what this is, Anto, is I decided to paint my own version of a time walk. So that's basically what is going on right now, is I'm painting an altered time walk. And obviously the card itself is not actually a time walk. It is, I think it's called like a Trap Finder's Trick or something like that, which is a pretty crappy card. Like it's basically an unplayable card. But I mean, even though it's unplayable, it's definitely good for painting. So that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, this is like my own interpretation of like a time walk. So that's what's going on here. Oh, aw, my sister sent me a picture. I just now realized it. Oh, get out of here. I don't even know you. Okay. Facebook just suddenly sent, Facebook sent me a suggestion for somebody I should add to my friends list. And I'm like, I don't know you. Go away. Stop telling me to add people, Facebook. Stop it. I don't like it. I just realized also, I could probably take this purple color, and I could probably add, like, black to it, and it'll probably make a nice brown shade, which I actually really need right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Anto, I have a PayPal in my description below. So if you feel like donating, which I would heavily appreciate if you want to, however, there is no pressure for you to do so. But if you would like to donate, I do have a PayPal link in the description below, and you can go ahead and donate there. And if you do so, I will properly thank you in the stream. And I'll make sure everybody knows about it. I'll be very loud and obnoxious about making sure everybody knows that you donated. Let's see. I want to be king of all the boards. Well, I don't have a board. And sadly, when I've tried to make the pop-up for... I'm trying to get this color to work, and it's not doing what I want. When I try to get the pop-up to work, it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Well, actually, you know what? I found out today that the streaming service that I'm using, Streamlabs OBS, they had a major update, and with the update, they actually fixed a whole bunch of bugs that I noticed right away were fixed right off the bat. So it's possible that the donation notifications that I got set up might work. I might also try to see if I can get them to cooperate better. Like I might reset them and try to make them work again. So I'll have to look into that. Let's see. Yeah, James Pionk tried to get you on the board, but then I took over and made it so he couldn't do it. I even scolded him for it. He was like, "This is for Anto!" And then I donated. I was like, "No! Bad Anto! Not bad Anto. Bad James! No Anto on the board for you." Because that's how I roll. Perp sometimes jumps in, but I don't think he's been in here today. If you in the chat, tap the @ key and then write the Magic Historian. If his name pops up, it means he's in the chat. If it doesn't pop up, he's not in the chat. But I don't think he's in here. I haven't really tested to like look to see if he's in here. But every once in a while, he'll jump in and say hello and kind of interact a little bit, and then he'll dip out. But he does like to hop in every once in a while, so you never know. You never know. And I do love the fact that he likes to come in and hang out with us. It's very cool of him to do that. He's always got something ridiculous to say. I think I ate too much. Oh, God, Cinder. Yeah, you're going to have indigestion. Well, I don't want to say that you're going to have it, but just be careful. Maybe time to break out the Alka-Seltzer, buddy. Alright, so I've kind of, like, mixed up a brown here. I'm going to try to lay it down and see how it kind of like works. It's kind of like a reddish brown, I guess. I mainly want to like thin out some of these black lines that are kind of like not really, they're just a little too thick. So I'm kind of just trying to thin them out a little bit. I think I like this color actually. Like I was worried it was going to be a little too bright. But I think it's all right. And it also, it works really nicely with the rest of this brown. Because it's kind of like more of a muddy color, and the darker brown that I'm laying over it is kind of, it's blending with it nicely. It kind of like shades it a little bit differently. Like it kind of like, certain spots look lighter than others, and I think that's got a nice effect to the overall appearance of this ground that I've got set up here. Just gotta kind of, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's see how that looks in the camera. Yeah! Maybe... Thinking like maybe a little bit of white might help too. Very active on Facebook. Feel free to add me. Okay. I mean, I'm not very active on Facebook. I check Facebook maybe once a month, if even that. I don't like Facebook. It bugs me a lot. My main problem with Facebook is that, like, I just, whenever I go on Facebook, I get, like, sad. Cause, like, it's kind of hard to, like, really explain well. It's like, a lot of people post really dumb things on Facebook, and, like, it's kind of like one of those things where, like, I see what they're posting, and I'm like, I feel like it's really dumb, and it, like, especially when it's, like, people that I know really well, and I'm like, dude, that is so dumb, like, why would you post that, you know? And it's, like, I don't like seeing that kind of stuff, because it, like, I deal with these kinds of people on a regular basis, and it's, like, they're fine when I know them in person, and meet them in person, and interact with them in person, but then I see, like, what they're thinking about, or, like, posting about on Facebook, and I'm like, what, like, asking myself, like, I can't believe I know this person, and, like, they're posting this stuff that is just, like, you know, not good, like, like, just not good, and, like, it makes me feel like that I don't really know those people, and, so I don't like going on Facebook. Like, I don't like it because it's a constant reminder to me that I don't really know the people that I interact with on a regular basis. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like I like knowing the people that I know, like, in person, and, like, seeing, like, how they interact online on Facebook. It's, like, more than I want to see of those people. So, like, I don't want to go on there because how I know them person to person is much nicer than how I would like to know them online. So that's just kind of how I feel about that stuff. I just don't want to... I think this brown needs a little bit of black in it. I just don't like it. It kind of makes me sad, so I just try to stay away from it. And, like, generally I'll check it, like, once a month just to make sure that all the people that I interact with are still alive. So, alright, let's see here. Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. So I'm going to try and wrap this up pretty soon. Just trying to kind of, like, flesh this out a bit better. And, I feel like I need to put the numbers on there, but I think I also want to wrap this up because for all of you who are still in here, which I'm very happy about, you know who just started streaming. So that kind of tells me that I need to kind of wrap it up in here. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to try and wrap this up. And I've been going on for 2 hours, so I should be done with this anyways. So I think I'm going to just kind of add a couple more details. And then we'll get out of here and call it a night. Yeah, I'm getting notifications everywhere. My phone, my computer, YouTube, everybody's yelling at me. Everybody's yelling at me! So, the only thing that needs to be done is the numbers. Like, that's it. So, Did you send me money, James? Is that what you're trying to tell me? If you send me money, I super appreciate it. Let me take a look here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a moment to kind of look. Aw, you rock, man. Thank you so much. I just now saw it. Thank you so much, dude. I'm sorry that my notifications are not really working right now. But I really appreciate it. You guys are super awesome. Once every few days, just... Okay. Just kind of catching up a little bit here. So, here's the thing. Okay, this piece is basically done. I'm really happy with how it looks. I'm not cutting corners here and just trying to end the stream. Like, no joke, just getting the purple done here and the brown done here was really all I wanted to do at the end here. The last thing I absolutely want to do is I want to put the numbers here, but I'm feeling like that I kind of just want to, you know what I think I'll do? Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to say this piece is done, and so we can wrap this up, but here's what I'll do. When I do the next stream, which will probably be sometime next week or something, because I have work tomorrow and I work this next week and it's going to be hectic. Excuse me. Basically, I'm going to start a brand new card, but the first thing I'll do when I start the new stream is I will bring this card back up so that we can put the numbers on the clock. Because the numbers on the clock are literally the very last thing that needs to be done on here. So I'm just going to end the stream and say that this is done. But we'll put the numbers on the clock in the next stream I do, but it will be a new card. We'll do a new card, and I'll just bring this on real quick so we can put the numbers on as fast as possible. So let me kind of catch up here, and then we'll just kind of end this. You guys rock. I really appreciate you all coming out here. I'm just kind of catching up and seeing what you're all saying. Thank you so much, James Pionk, for donating. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Give the board to Anto is what James Pionk wrote. I love it. All right, Anto, you're on the board. You are officially, guess what, Anto? This is a big honor because you are officially the first person to ever be on a board in my stream that doesn't actually exist. The board doesn't exist, but you're definitely on it, and it's now a thing, I guess. So that's how we're going to roll. So, I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you so much. I just want to go ahead and say the same stuff. If this is your first time, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you liked it, go ahead and press the like button if you so choose to. My PayPal link is in the description below, so if you want to donate money, you can do it that way. You can contact me through my, my Discord. And the Discord channel that I have is the same name as this channel, so all you have to look up is my channel name, and you'll find the public Discord. You can come in there, you can hang out with us. Also, you can request for a commission, and you would pay through PayPal. So I think that's pretty much it. I think I just want to say goodbye to all you guys, so take it all easy. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'll probably meet most of you in Mike's stream, because that's where I'm headed next. So take it easy, guys, and like I always love to say, follow your dreams, okay, guys? See ya.